middle, and an end. Do you know your goal for today?
Yes.
Turn and tell your partner what your goal is. Talk. Bring it down. And when you reach crisscross applesauce. Do you remember what that word means, retell?
Yes.
Can you tell me what it means to retell? Abby, what do you think it means to retell?
It means like to reread the story.
It means to reread. Does retell mean to reread?
No.
It doesn't. That's a good guess, but rereading is when you read the story over again. When you retell, you're doing something over again, but it's not reading it. What are you doing? Do you remember, Jackson?
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do when
We
you...
retell the parts of the story, like the first part, the second
Yeah.
part.
You tell what happened in the story, right? You tell it in order, and you say what happened first, what happened next, after that, and then finally. Do you remember those words? First, next, after that, and finally. Have we used those words before?
Yeah.
What do we use those words in? Blow it in your hand. Fire, release.
How?
When we were reading our how-tos, do you remember what those words are called, though? What are they called? Blow it in your hand if you remember what that big word is. Fire, release. Those are transition words. And when you're retelling a story, you're also going to use transition words. Okay? I want everybody to stand up. Stand up. Okay? Do you know this song, Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do that. And then we're going to change it a little bit. Are you ready? Okay, so let's do it. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. Right? You remember that? Now we're going to change it, though. Do you know what we're going to change it to?
Yes.
What are the transition words we use when we retell a story? First, next, after that, finally. Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? First, next, after that, finally. First, next, after that, and finally. First, next, after that, and finally. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, crisscross applesauce.
Hands in the lap.
So when you retell the story today, you're going to use those words first, next, after that, and finally. Easy breezy.
Lemon squeeze.
Crisscross applesauce.
Hands in the lap.
Okay. Today, I'm going to read you the story. And last week, remember when I visited the class, we read this story?
Yeah.
And it was called Oliver and the Alligator? Yeah. And what was special about this story? Jillian?
That,
Why did I read this story? Grace?
he has it had your baby's
It has the baby's name, right? The baby's name is Oliver, so we read a book called Oliver. Remember all those connections that we made? Those text to self connections? Okay, so we're going to read the story, and then your job, you're going to retell it on your fingers, and then you're going to retell it using head, shoulders, knees, and toes, and then you're going to go back to your seat, and you're going to do a sticky note retelling. Okay? And I'm going to actually give you some choice on this, and you can decide if you want to do a retelling with illustrations. Maybe you think you're better at drawing. Or maybe you're going to be a little bit of a risk taker and you're going to say, I think I can write, and you're going to do a retelling with writing words.
Yeah, I'm better.
Okay? Are you ready? Okay. Oliver and the Alligator.